probably hard right now after the game, but how do you evaluate the play of the defense?
I think we fought back, and that's what we talk about. It's just always about the next play. They did a good job of putting us in some tough positions, getting our personnel in some tough positions, and they took advantage of it. The positive was that we understood what they were trying to do, and we were able to change some things and get the right guys in the position to make the plays. So overall, I think we fought. The best thing about it is there's always three phases, so when they get one-dimensional, it really helps the defense out.
Coach was talking about, or Kramer was talking about, the one-dimensionality that you were talking about, and that they're not a run team, they're a pass team, but still, even when they ran, they didn't get anything. So,
right.
How key do you think, that is to when they do run? You're just,
for us, it's great because we based, going after last season, the season before, we said we were going to be great at the run. I think they're 68-something% pass or 65% pass. And so we knew they would try and run the ball. They did try some different schemes carried over from other games that worked against us previously, and I think they ended up with 30 carries or 29 carries for 30 yards or something like that. So it's great. It's great. And then, at the beginning of the game, our safeties are a big part of our run fit, and so that's what the play action stuff where the ball is getting over top. But then once those safeties realize that we don't need them to make those plays, then that's when they can start playing their leverage, play off and steer over the top of those balls, and that was the biggest difference.
So they had 557 yards. That would tell me bad defense, but maybe you don't look at yards to determine it. What are some things you look at?
Well, I do, but I'm not gonna tell you I do. But it's always about the end product. But wake up tomorrow, see where they got those plays, and just thinking back, the first quarter, just explosive plays. It was a 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain, or a loss, and then it was a 30-yard gain, a 4-yard gain. So it's cutting out those explosive plays to where you can really tighten the screws in the first half of the game and really get it out of reach, in the first quarter, second quarter.
You got after their quarterback a little bit. What factored into that? How'd you do it?
We moved some guys around. We fed a little bit off of stunts we've been running, and then we kind of mixed them up. So I think they were prepared for one thing, and they actually came from a different side or a different person. Moved some guys around, so I ended up hitting well, and we got pressure quick, which hasn't always been the case this year. So I think it was a good adjustment.
You had a successful corner blitz early on that resulted in a sack, and I saw you did it a couple other times too. Is that something that you've been trying to do all the season, or was it just because of the first play?
That's been part of our repertoire for since last season. It's always been coming off the hash. So yeah, I guess we've had that call all year.
How did Mario play?
He played all right. No, he played great. He's a great kid. It's a joy to coach him. He flies around. He does everything. I know it. That's what I'm supposed to say, but it's really true. This kid he's a killer. He's young. He's got a lot of great football ahead of him, and he played awesome.
How's he getting better?
He's just getting more mature. He'd make a lot of plays, but they always weren't his plays to make, and so sometimes he'd get in trouble. Now he's doing his job, making the plays that come to him and understanding where he can take a chance.